Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bright and early, March 12th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Big news in the crypto space. What's up, Will Smith, Crypto Wealth? Is that the real Will Smith? The one that smacked Chris Rock? That was iconic. That was iconic.
Iconic.
Jayhawk's in here saying we're late. I don't think we're late. Check my time. 3 minutes. Can they not give us 3 minutes? We got to prepare a great show here. Say GM. We got Slick in the house, guys. Say GM. What up, Slick? Slick looking absolutely slick. Looking like a young Chad. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Big dick.
Don't bring your girlfriend around Slick. She'll probably go home with him. And I heard he's crypto rich as well. Shout out to lockfire.io. Don't even know what Lockfire is, but looks like a cool project. Interested to see what that is, guys. Like I said, big show today. We have some relief off of the tariff news. We'll talk about that. Yeah. We have some good CPI data that came in, lower than expected, which, if you don't know what that means, it means that inflation is slowly but surely going down, Rodney. We'll do a little segment on inflation. We'll take a look at the crypto prices, and we'll talk a lot of shit as we usually do. Like I said, guys, if you are joining us, make sure to say GM. If you're on X, retweet this. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, guys. It does help a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. If you're on Instagram, is there anything you can do?
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah,
share it. I think you can share it.
I don't think you can share it.
I don't know. I think we are live on Instagram, though. We can't see the Instagram comments. If you're watching us on Instagram, we want to say good morning to you. Hovey, how you doing? Dropping those eyeball emojis. And Rodney, how you doing?
I'm good. How's my just drank a protein shake? Good. Sore, sleep deprived, but I'm feeling actually okay.
I think you need to start sauning, bro.
I don't think sauning's gonna be this. You just say shit. You just say shit.
I'm gonna pull it up on the stream. Ready?
No, Jake told me that ice baths were as good as cocaine.
Let me
tell you something. Nothing is as good.
Let's see.
It's not. He's like, it feels like you're doing coke. I did ice bath. It felt good. Not cocaine good.
All right, I'm gonna school you on all of this shit because it's all very, very true. What they say is, look, here's who? I'm not saying Andrew Huberman, who's a doctor.
Huberman, you mean the guy who was against those little glasses things?
The guy who's a doctor? Yeah, the guy that went to school for 8 years and got a doctorate degree. Yeah, he said.
No, he's not. He's a bro, dude. He's a marketer. He's selling shit.
Is he a doctor?
Yeah, who cares?
So this is what he said.
What about the regular doctors? What did they say?
I mean, dude, go to a doctor and they're going to be like, oh.
Sauna?
You got something wrong with your arm? All right, we're going to do surgery and give you some pills.
Sleep deprived? Sauna.
I'm all about new age. New age. Pull this up. Does it have it? So Google is still with the not the woke bullshit.
Okay.
Google's woke.
What does it say?
Benefits of sauna for sleep. Let's just type that in. For sleep. Let's just start the show with this, guys. It's a crypto show. Regular sauna use can improve sleep by helping to reduce stress, pain, and tense muscles. Regular sauna sessions also encourage the production of the body's natural sleep hormone, melatonin. According to Ingeno, his clients report increased sleep quality following the time spent in sauna. Oh, wow. So saunas increase your melatonin. Yeah. Definitely helps with sleep.
What other 10,000 things will do that?
Sex. lots of sex. Apparently, sex before sleep is one of the greatest things.
Busting a nut,
that you can do because it just relaxes you. Just relaxes you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bust a nut and say, "Excuse me, get away."
Yes, other side.
Guys are so weird.
Get off me.
Girls are like, "Oh, I want to cuddle. I love you so much." Guys are like, "Bust a nut, shoot." Right away, right?
Well, mostly yes.
Yes, mostly yes.
Get off me.
So, guys, moral of the story: Jake is right. Rodney is wrong today.
Absolutely not.
Sleep does help, or excuse me, saunas do help your sleep. I'm going to find that clip too by Andrew Huberman, who went to Harvard. Kind of smart, Rodney. Not an idiot.
He's an advertiser.
And what he was saying, he's not saying that like it's comparable. He's not saying like doing cocaine is the same as doing an ice bath, but the dopamine and serotonin that is produced in your brain from a bump of cocaine versus a 3-minute ice bath, it's prolonged throughout the day after you do an ice bath. I ice bath yesterday. I felt so good all day. I didn't even need a nap. It helps. You just hate the cold.
Okay. Chat.
I hate the cold too.
How many people have been on a cocaine bender? Probably a few people in the chat. Okay.
Probably a lot of the people in this chat.
Okay. It's not the same.
A cocaine bender is not fun. I don't think I've ever seen one person really enjoy it. Every time I see someone that's on a cocaine bender, they're all like,
yeah, they don't enjoy it.
Tweaking. They're not sleeping that night.
They enjoy it at the time. They don't like when they're coming down.
Okay, so why don't you just do an ice bath? Because you don't enjoy it at the time, but you like when you're coming down.
If ice baths were as good as cocaine, you'd have like this crazy like depression after not doing ice bath, and you don't.
Yep. Bobby says, big dump. Stop talking about bumps. It's not a big dump, Bobby. It's $80,000 Bitcoin.
One way to kick off the show, baby.
Yep. Sorry, but we had to argue a little bit, guys. But anyways, I think that's why people like this show is because we talk a lot of shit. Pull her up, Jamie. Let's get into it. So we had an $84,000 Bitcoin 2 hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
I literally just tweeted out Oh my God,
fucking
CPI
God.
data is looking great.
Why are we dumping?
We had an $84,000 Bitcoin, and now we're at, look at this, fell off a cliff. I don't know. We had bullish CPI data,
Yeah.
and now we are dumping. So our CPI data came out. Let me see if I can pull this
Yeah,
up.
I got a bunch of shit on that too, like a nice little chain.
Okay, so CPI data came out at 9 a.m. and it was right here. We beat expectations. CPI came in at 2.8%. Expectations were 2.9%. Higher.
Higher, baby.
I think long term
Well,
would go higher.
lower.
But usually it should. Why is all good news dumping us? This historically, whenever CPI data beat expectations, it would send us higher. Well, and I don't know, did anything else come out in the past 2 hours? Because we were at $84,000 Bitcoin.
No, not that I saw. I mean, that's still good news, but there's still things
good news.
looming over us right now. You
like
know,
what?
Wars and tariffs.
I thought it's done.
It's not done.
I thought Canada bent a knee and said, we're not going to.
Mexico for sure hasn't.
I thought Canada, last night, remember, Canada was like, or excuse me, yesterday on the show, Canada goes, hey, we're going to put a 25% tariff on electricity. Yeah. Donald Trump said, oh, hell no, you're not. Because we're going to put a 25% tariff additional on aluminum and copper or steel. I think it's steel.
Yeah, steel, yeah.
So it was a 50% tariff on steel. And then he said, we're also going to put a massive tariff on your cars coming into America. Canada came out right away. What cars do Canadians? What car does the Canadian have?
It's probably something gay like a PT Cruiser. Not that's Chrysler. But
let's see.
I don't know what
Canadian
what cars. It might be something else, you know.
Canadian car brands, probably a Pigo.
Yeah, a Pigo.
Never heard of any of these.
Yeah, no one drives.
Never heard of any of these, bro. A Felino, a Canadian electrical vehicle.
Yeah.
Stellantis. Has anyone ever? I've never seen a Canadian car in America ever.
No, I have not.
They don't really have cars there, but anyways,
they don't really have cars.
So what happened was the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney comes out and says, "Okay, we're going to take out that 25% tariff on electricity."
Sorry about that. Yeah.
And obviously, they're still taxing us and tariffing pretty hard. But I thought that the trade wars coming to an end.
I would say it's still good news. Like we still got to accept the good news and just not expect the market to rip every time there's something crazy like that,
Yep. So Bitcoin it's at $81,000,
It's not bad.
It's not terrible. And I think that we're still looking pretty good. I think that we're right here, honestly. I made a video that's going to be going live a little bit later today, how in 2021, we went from a $10,000 Bitcoin to a $60,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Everybody was so bullish. Everyone was saying we're going to $100,000. And then we fell down to $30,000. Now, if you weren't here at this time in 2021, guys, it was the same shit that we are seeing today. And during this time, I held all the way down. I was buying more. I was like, there's no way this is over, right? And then we ripped right back up to a $69,000 Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. ETH hit an all-time high. A couple other altcoins hit an all-time high. A lot of altcoins weren't able to hit an all-time high this second run-up, but I do believe that we're right here. I don't believe that it's over. And look, guys, I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. I've been wrong a lot in 2025, so maybe I might be inverse Jake right now, but I do believe that we are right here. I do think that we have one more parabolic leg to go up. I don't know if we're going to get to 200,000, 250,000 like we thought with Donald Trump, but I think that I'll be happy with about $125,000 Bitcoin. I'll be happy for altcoins to finally run and hit some all-time highs, and I'll be happy for meme coins to recover. But I do believe, guys, that we are right here. Now, a lot of you guys, I don't know if a lot of you were here in 2021. I think most of you guys were here in 2021. This time, though, really, this right here, July of 2021, was like the darkest times you've ever seen, bro. So many people on crypto Twitter were calling for it to go to zero. It's over. The bull run's done. And then we absolutely ripped to all-time high. So I do believe when you're looking at the charts too, you can kind of see where we're at today. I do believe that we are here. Can we zoom in? There you go. I do believe that we are right here, right? We had our first major run up, a little correction, and then a second major run up. I do think that we're going to see that again. First major run up, right? Although some people would say that this is a run up, but this was based off of the Bitcoin spot trading going live, ETFs going live, Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs going live. This was our first major run up, and I do think that we will. We're correcting right now, and I do think we have one more major run up left in us. Not financial advice. I could be wrong 100%, but I do think that's kind of where we're at today, Rodney. I'm still hopeful. I'm not selling my crypto. And if it is a bear market, well, we're going to hold all the way through. But I don't think that it is a bear market.
No, I mean, we did see that yesterday, LEO trades, and a lot of people have been saying it. And it's something we realized maybe like a year ago, that this market's not the same as the other 4-year cycle. So it's hard to like predict if it's going to.
4-year cycle is not. Yeah, 4-year cycle, guys. I changed that pretty much after Donald Trump won. I was like, okay.
There's a lot to be excited about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if CPI comes down a little bit, inflation comes down, these wars end, tariff wars kind of stop. But I mean, even to be sitting on an $80,000 Bitcoin is still good. ETH, not so good. Let's go through the rest of the markets today. ETH, not so good, my friends. $1,800 ETH. I don't understand it. I really don't. The only thing I can think of, because there hasn't really been too much negative news that's come out for Ethereum, right?
No.
But the only thing I can think of is the fact that there's so much more competition in the crypto space when it comes to Ethereum, right? You have SWI, AVAX, XRP, Cardano, Tron, Chainlink. Like there's so much competition for Ethereum that I think that, just the money that would have went into Ethereum in 2021 has kind of been spread around. But I mean, what's your thoughts on ETH? It's probably the worst performing altcoin in the top 30 cycle besides Polkadot.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's down 50%, right? But the thing is, like, with Ethereum, but the way I look at it is like no one's building NFTs anymore on it. No one's minting land in the metaverse. No one's doing those sorts of, which is a lot of volume. No one's building meme coins or just tokens on it in general. I wouldn't say no one, but most everybody's building their shit coins on Solana. So I think that, it's not getting the same volume as it has before. And that's the reason why it's down. And competition.
Yeah, pretty underperforming. XRP's at $2.14, BNB at $5.54, Solana at 123, Cardano is at 71 cents. Dogecoin, 16 cents at $25 billion market cap. Tron is at 22 cents. We've talked about Tron a lot. I have been buying a lot of Tron if you just look at the year. I mean, look at this chart on the yearly, up 67% on the year, while ETH is down 50%, over 50% on the year. But even like when Donald Trump won, right, on November 6th, since Donald Trump won, we're still above that price, right? We're still trading higher than when he won the election. And this chart doesn't look too bad for Tron. So Tron for me is a max buy. H-bar is at $8 billion market cap. Chainlink, $8 billion market cap. Stellar Lumen, $7 billion. AVAX, $17 AVAX at a $7 billion market cap. SWI had an all-time high of $5, Rodney, earlier this year in January. We were making some crazy predictions saying $30. I don't think $30 anymore. I'll be happy if we get...
I think give it time, dude.
Not this cycle.
We're not going to go back on our price predictions.
For this cycle?
Just because we have a little bit of a dip? Some balls.
For this cycle?
Yeah.
It will not hit. I will bet my entire net worth that SWI does not hit $30 this cycle.
Did you owe me $100 from Uncle Ivan Pereira too? Thank you.
Yeah, but don't you owe me $100 for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? Thank you.
I did pay you.
I don't think.
I'm pretty sure I've been you $100.
Let's check our Venmo transaction.
I think
that's more important. Guys, no, commercial break.
I actually just thought about that right
now. But
I
will bet you $100, and I'm bullish on SWI. Yeah. But I do not think that.
Hey, you failed to bring that up. Why did I just remember right now?
What?
The bet. Continue.
The Jake Paul bet?
Yeah, continue.
Oh, the Ankle Live bet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If someone owes you money, you got to ask for the money. You can't just expect people to be like, hey,
by the way, I owe you money.
I lost $100. SWI. I think that, an $8 SWI, I'll be happy with this cycle. A $10 SWI, I'll be very happy with. But $30 this cycle, I don't see it happening this cycle, 2025.
Yeah.
In the long run, do I think SWI will ever reach $30? I do. I think that there's a real chance that it does reach $30. This cycle, I don't see it coming.
I mean, some big news could launch here or could happen here in a week. Everything could go back to its prices that were all-time highs. Maybe the sentiment's different next week, but I'm still sticking with it. 20 to 30.
Is Polkadot ever going to recover, man?
Absolutely not.
Look at this. Is that a meme coin? It looks like a meme coin. I might have to sell my Polkadot at this point. Although, dude, Polkadot's only up 39% from when it launched back in 2020.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah.
Only up 39% from when it launched back in 2020. Down 63% on the year, chat. 63% of the year. Not looking good for Polkadot. And I still hold, never sold. That's my one problem in crypto. I always hold and never sell. Pepe, up a little bit from yesterday, up 8% on the day. It was at a $2.4 billion market cap. And now it's at a $2.6 billion market cap. So that rounds out. Let's just check out Trump too. That rounds out our top altcoins. Trump's at a $2 billion market cap. So that rounds out our top altcoins. Let's get into some of the news real quick, guys. If you are watching this, make sure to retweet it. Let's get into the CPI data or wherever you want to start with, because the CPI data is, I think it is bullish for crypto. I don't know why we're dipping after that.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, here are the regular markets right here. If you see actual markets are extreme fear is driving the US market. You can see that the Dow is down, just under 1%. S&P is down, 0.3%. And then we have the NASDAQ up about 0.12%. So small changes, kind of trading sideways. You can see, I mean, obviously 1 point or almost 1 point in the entire stock market is like a big deal, right? So this is the news. Shout out to Coin Bureau. So breaking US inflation falls to 2.8, coming in below expectations. It's also lower than last month's 3.0%. Markets seem to be recovering. Remember, this is kind of a lagging indicator. I think it's 3 months lagging, you could say. So we don't know how the tariffs are going to affect this in the future still, if they go through, because they're actually going through, right? But like in the future, if this is going to drive inflation up, we'll see. Going to be interesting. Now this is pretty cool. I'm going to unshare and share my screen. So we saw this on CNN.
GM piece.
And obviously CNN, you know, when it comes to just like pro-Trump news, they're not about it, but they had to be a little pro-Trump today. So I have it shared right now if you want to pull it up.
Finally, we have some good news on the economy and really the number one issue for many Americans, the cost of living. So we just learned that consumer prices in February increased by 2.8% year over year, 0.2% month over month. Both of these figures were a step in the right direction, and both were better than expected. So this is definitely very encouraging to see, because it's going to, I think, relieve some fears that inflation was perhaps re-accelerating, because this actually breaks a streak of 4 straight months where I think you could see it on the chart all the way to the right, where the inflation rate was going in the wrong direction, right? It was going higher and higher. Finally, we're seeing it.
Pause that real quick. Go back to that chart. Go back to that chart at the end. Bro, look how high inflation was. 8%.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was like 9.1 or at one point. Let me see, was that? Yeah, 9.1 or something like that, or late. Yeah.
Look at that. 8%.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
Back in 2022 was inflation. Now we're down to what? 2.8%.
That's crazy.
It's a big change. Looks like we dropped down in August 2022. Looks like any altcoin chart right here. But yeah, it was 8% is wild.
Yeah, absolutely wild. That's crazy. Obviously, you know, with the whole COVID situation and just like the Biden administration fucking things up, right? But Caroline Leavitt, obviously press secretary for the White House, says today's CPI report shows inflation is declining and the economy is moving in the right direction under President Trump. Core consumer prices, which is the best measure of inflation, dropped to its lowest level in 4 years. The inflation report, much like last week's job report, is far better than the media predicted and the so-called experts expected. When will they learn to stop doubting President Trump? As he successfully did in his first term, President Trump is driving down costs through massive deregulation and energy dominance. The entire Trump administration will continue to focus on mixing the economic and inflation nightmare created by, fixing the economic and inflation nightmare created by Biden-Harris administration to unlock the golden age of America. And I did see a chart on eggs. I was looking for it earlier today. Prices of eggs have gone down. Now check this out. This is interesting. So this is under Biden, right? Remember Bidenomics? So these are the projections for inflation, right? And you can see that the projections in all years of the administration and like what they projected compared to the actual, and the actuals represented here in like the burgundy bar right here, way higher than they were projecting them to be. So obviously inflation grew like to an insane rate under Harris and Biden. And a lot of people said that it was transitory because, you know, Trump was president and went to the next administration. I mean, whatever. But obviously it grew during his administration, which is obviously bad. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
So bullish news right now for inflation, right? I mean, this is better than it coming out at 3 or 3.1%. It's going down. Caroline Leavitt doing a great job. I actually would like that job. White House press secretary.
Hell no, you would not.
I would love it.
They're legit.
She's good.
She's very, they don't like.
Remember the last one we had?
I'm the first Black LGBT. Like, no one cares. Just put somebody competent.
It's it.
I'm the first Black gay person ever. And she, you know, I feel bad for her though, because she just has to lie.
She had to lie a lot.
A lot.
Joe Biden is doing great. He's sharp as a tack.
Yeah.
Sharp as a tack.
Motherfucker can't even walk.
That was a hard job. Survive says survive at all costs. I'm guessing that's a meme coin. Is that a meme coin?
It's probably a meme coin.
Not a bad meme coin, but obviously a bear market, right? Very, very bear market meme coin.
Yeah.
But could do well. I like it. Survive at all costs. I like it. Good branding, good narrative. We like it. Shout out to Survive. What else we got?
So this is pretty interesting. So obviously we know that they kind of walked back their words yesterday. So Ontario agreed to suspend its 25% surcharge on exports of electricity to Michigan, Newark, and Minnesota. So that was the big breaking news. And then obviously we have something right here.
Bend the knee, Carney.
Right. So Justin, Prime Minister Mark Carney, ready to meet with U.S. President Trump.
Let's go.
Discuss ending tariff war. That's just good.
That's how it happens, man. Like you just strong arm each other. It's just a bunch of strong arming.
A bunch of big dickery.
Yeah, it's all it is. And we obviously know who has.
Well, we don't.
We don't know.
We know hands.
We know who has the biggest hands, and it's Donald Trump. Really, really big hands. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's these tariff wars are just negotiating, right?
Yeah.
Hardballing. Big dicking, negotiating, and we're going to see who. And at the end of the day, though, it's like, well, you know who would win that, right? Because the Canada, I don't think Canada survives without American exporting to America. I think America survives without exporting to Canada, and that's just the cold hard facts, right? That is the cold hard facts. So I think Mark Carney, I like that. I like that for Canada. We want strong leaders above us, right?
Yeah.
We want strong leaders below us. We had the strongest leaders below us. The cartel, very, very strong. We want strong leaders above us, Rodney. Mark Carney, I think, is much stronger than Justin Trudeau. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, he just seems like more. I don't know. I think optics are everything, and just the way he speaks seems more genuine than just Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau, he sounds so fake.
It was fake.
Yeah,
It's hard to talk like Justin Trudeau talked.
Yeah,
And he took pauses and breaks. And he put blackface on one time.
Yeah.
And now I am resigning.
Did he say womankind one time?
Womankind?
I think he said.
Did he?
Or like
Oh,
humankind?
man. Oh, hell no.
Ah, damn.
Hell no.
We changing words now?
Thank God we got a little normalcy back. Did you see the politician and how the speaker, I believe he was the speaker, he called a transgender congresswoman Mr.
No.
And they freaked out. You didn't see that?
Was he fucking around?
Oh, I'm pulling it up.
Was he fucking with them, or was he just?
No. It was totally serious. And then one of the other congressmen walked out of the meeting. I'll pull it up in just a second.
Really?
After we get through some more news, I'll have it pinned up and ready to
There's
go.
not a ton of news today. I found some stuff, but there's not a ton of like fun news, I would say. But pull this up. This is pretty interesting. So we heard that more and more companies are to be buying Bitcoin. This is another piece of news that Rumble, obviously another free speech platform, you could say. And to be honest, I don't think anyone's going to beat YouTube. I don't think, at least not now. And like X is like that big free speech platform. Shout out to Yeti in the chat, Lofi in the chat. Rumble buys 188 Bitcoin worth $171 million. So, excuse me, $17.1 million. So shout out to Rumble for getting on the Bitcoin train. You expect like companies like this that are like, pro free speech.
Yeah.
They're always like pro.
I think they got a $700 million investment from USDT, right? Rumble did as well.
Oh, I didn't know that, yeah.
And I know they were good to President Trump. I know they were also good to the UFC, which they actually went to YouTube because it has a much bigger reach.
Isn't it Jayhawk's birthday today?
Is it?
Yeah, Jayhawk's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jayhawk.
Jayhawk, happy birthday.
How old is he turning?
Old ass boy. Probably like 60 or something.
Happy birthday, Jayhawk.
Happy birthday
Sing it.
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Waka Flocka Flame looking ass boy. Oh,
why you gotta
Goomba looking ass boy. Oh, bootleg ass fucking Waka Flocka Wyclef John looking ass boy. Oh, fake ass braids head ass boy.
Why you gotta roast him on his birthday, Jayhawk? Happy birthday. We love you.
That's how we show affection.
It is. Happy birthday, Jayhawk. Everybody say wish
we love you,
Jayhawk
bro.
a happy birthday. Here it is, Rodney. This is the
Send
clip.
me your ETH address, you little bitch.
This is the clip.
Text it to me.
This is the clip that pretty well. I'm actually curious to hear your honest thoughts on this, and I'll give you mine afterwards.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, madam.
So a little context. Mr. McBride is a transgender woman, right? So born as a male,
Okay.
now a
Does he look like a?
yeah, she's right here on the right. You see on the blue shirt? Right here on the right, blue shirt.
Is the Adam's apple like showing?
Let's see. So this it's kind of interesting.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr.
I'm
Chairman,
sorry.
could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the
Representative.
standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply.
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman?
the
Would you
standard-
repeat what you just said when
I-
you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order.
No, he's not.
Mr. Chairman, have you no decency? I
We
mean,
will- we will-
I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this.
You
hearing.
will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
This hearing is adjourned.
All right. So obviously these congressmen got into it. They called Congresswoman McBride, Mr. McBride.
Yeah.
They got into a fight. What are your honest thoughts on that, Rodney?
Look, if you look at, the thing is, like, I don't like when people are like in my face, like pushing things on me. But if a person wants to be called Mrs. and they've been through their life and they want to change it, I'm gonna call them Mrs. It's not a big deal to me, But this guy, obviously, it is what it is. To each their own. Obviously, I think a lot of people are tired of this stuff getting in the way of like what we could say real problems in policy, but I do think that people should be able to be called, like, if it's just me looking like a whole ass dude, not even trying anything and just doing this for fucking because I want to be like, I don't know, edgy. That's one thing. But if they've been through it, they ever had a sex change and they're actually doing the whole thing, chop off my wing dog, don't need it. You know what I mean? Fine.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah,
it's
who
like,
cares?
I agree with you. We shouldn't push it on people, but at the end of the day, it's like
It's not a big deal.
if a biological man wanted to get a sex change and become a lady,
Yeah, like you.
like me, correct, and they want to be called madam, it doesn't hurt you to call them madam, right? And same thing, if there's a biological woman that wants to become a man and they want to be called Mr. or Sir, call them Mr. or Sir. It's not that big of a deal. But interesting that this is now making its way into politics.
Yeah, no one's forcing their pronouns on you and shit like that. Like, I hate that shit. Like, I lived in Portland for a couple of years right when Trump got elected. Fucking disgusting. First of all, the chicks out there, freaks. The fucking more color of the hair they have, the freakier they are. That's fucking, and the more daddy issues they have. But what I will say is that, like, gendering, not misgendering, but like saying like, hey, like they were like, oh, he was doing this and she is like, it's an honest mistake because whatever you present yourself as, I'm gonna call you that.
Yes.
You know,
honest mistakes are fine, right?
Yeah.
If you accidentally call someone a he or a she, I get it, but like this was obviously on purpose, calling them Mr. McBride.
He was trolling.
He was trolling, yeah. And then I think he probably just wanted to get out there early. He's like, all right, adjourn. Time to go to lunch.
He got it. Yeah.
I like that guy standing up for her too. And actually, she kind of clapped back, right? She said, Madam Chair instead of Mr. Chair. So
got him.
I like it, guys. I think it's good. And if someone wants to be transgender, they want to be referred to as a madam, refer to them as a madam. If they want to be a Mr., refer to them as Mr. That's how I personally feel. I don't know how the chat feels. Chat's kind of laughing at it. They're saying it's kind of wild shit right now going on. But I don't have an issue with it whatsoever. And if someone wants to be called Mrs., call them Mrs. They want to call Mr. Now, if you do accidentally misgender someone and they get upset, it's like, look, I didn't know.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, well, you like, there's this like dude on TikTok or chick on TikTok who's like literally goes around like trying to be offended by everyone. Like, he records himself in restaurants, and it's hard to tell. It's easy to tell for me because the jawline, it's like, it looks like a dude, but he's wearing like pigtails and stuff. And it's like, he makes a point to get engagement off of, just rage baiting people. It's just, to me, it's crazy.
There's a market for that. There is a market for that. Let's take a look here at this chart. Bleaves is out here making TA analysis. He says Ethereum is heading to $12,600 using Fibonacci, and considering that these markets love the golden ratio of 161.8, and it generally hits that from the previous low/highs, the previous bull market. So ETH will go nuts, especially considering Trump is looking at staking, which is the true driving force behind Ethereum. I don't think there's any way we hit $12,600 this cycle. We're at $1,000 ETH. What is Bleaves talking about? 12,600 this cycle? There's no way.
He said 12,000?
$12,600. ETH is heading to $12,600. 12,600.
Yeah, he also said Ben token was a good buy.
Ain't no way.
I just fucking.
Sorry, Bleaves. A little roast for Bleaves. Catching the strays in the stream. Did Trump buy a Tesla?
No. So yes, he did. Yeah, and a lot of people are upset, but there's like video of like fucking Biden driving a Jeep, obviously supporting American company. So obviously there's been a lot of hate like thrown towards Elon Musk lately. A lot of hate, bro. A lot of people are burning Teslas, harassing people in Teslas. Right now, it's the media. The media's on a huge smear campaign against Elon Musk because they're not attacking him for the Doge efforts anymore. They're trying to attack his character and stuff. And you have all these same people who are like pro green and pro whatever, like destroying electric cars. Which there's an argument that making the batteries, it's more environmentally bad than a regular car. I don't know, something about that. But
could be.
But it's like, why are we attacking Elon? He's trying to fucking get us to Mars and build electric cars and help humanity and cut government spending. But the media spins it where he thinks he's an evil billionaire who's controlling Donald Trump and making him do what he wants to do. It's like this motherfucker went out on a limb and supported Trump to the tunes of hundreds of $millions in campaign donations to try to get him to become president.
If you say something enough, it unfortunately becomes true. That's what we're seeing.
The media doesn't care about truth anymore. They just care about fucking getting clicks, and they'll do whatever they can to get clicks and to piss you off.
If you say someone's a Nazi enough, it becomes true, right? It really does. I'm thinking about, I don't need a car. We talked about this yesterday. I'm thinking about buying a Cybertruck just to show my support for Elon.
Yeah, I was going to get another car.
Because he does not need to do what he's doing. He's the richest man in the world.
Why?
And I really think, and I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. I could be in my echo chamber, which all of us are in on Twitter. And I think he's actually taking time out of his life, his busy life, to try to cut waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, right? I think he's already saved, what, $500 billion or more? maybe $1 trillion in waste, fraud, and abuse, and he's going to keep doing it. But it is wild to me that they're burning down these Tesla charging stations. I saw a video, there was like 44 Teslas. They took the wheels off them. They're lighting Teslas on fire. When did that come? Like, isn't it the party of peace?
Peaceful protests mostly. It's like when they're burning down fucking, was it Kenosha, like Wisconsin, like, you know, and I remember San Diego, they burned down a Chase building. Like, it's intolerant, you know, it's intolerant. And a lot of these people just are like Antifa. They're just like, they got nothing else to do because they ain't got no jobs. They're fucking just, purposeless, and they're just blaming everything on the man and shit like that. Even though we live in the best country in the world, that gives a lot of people different, you know, an opportunity to become something great, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Now I'm
smoking tape, by the way.
You're smoking tape?
Absolutely.
I have a question. I have a serious question for you.
Yeah.
We're about 12 years since the inception of Black Lives Matter. 12 years into it. What do you think Black Lives Matter is? Is it good for the world, or was it a scam?
Scam.
Why is it a scam?
Well, these founders are buying fucking mansions and shit and becoming absolutely fucking filthy rich. And the only reason why, like, pop culture, you could say, like, followed along because it was cool and profitable at the time. And that's why you saw like these crazy NBA things like I can't breathe and stuff. Obviously the Derek Chauvin situation, which I still think that's manslaughter. But, you know, we're like idolizing criminals, you know, and shit like that, even though, you know, he was, in my opinion, unjustly murdered. And to get him, he's manslaughter, right? But to pretend like he's some saint and some angel and some fucking Martin Luther King is retarded. But people do that for some reason. But it was profitable. It's profitable. Companies will jump onto whatever's profitable. And now that the pendulum's swinging to the other side, they'll jump onto whatever or be neutral to stay profitable. You know, we're seeing how well that's doing Disney right now, trying to be woke and stuff like that. Trying to be woke and stuff like the golden age of Disney was like Pixar in its early stages before they took over Star Wars. Now they're making everything fucking political shit. It's like we're turning Snow White fucking Mexican or some shit because it's the thing to do. It's like, just leave the stories how they're supposed to be. If you make a movie about Martin Luther King, I don't want some white guy playing him. You know, I just have the people that are, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's all about just whatever's popular in making money.
Yeah. History's ugly in the past, right? But it is history,
of course,
right?
it's history. Yeah.
It is what it is. But I agree with you. It's like Star Wars. What's some of the craziest Star Wars and Disney shit that we've seen?
Well, Luke Skywalker is absolutely fucking woke as fuck, you know, and I'm tired of fucking celebrities coming out with their fucking opinions, acting like they can, you know, they can kind of like talk to like, or not talk to, but like, you could say like, they can relate to like the common man. They come out and they're jumping on support for one, you know, politician, Eminem, fuck Trump in his concerts, fucking retard. And we have fucking Beyonce out there getting paid massive amount of money to show up at a Kamala Harris concert, Meg Thee Stallion shaking her ass at a it's like we have all these celebrities coming out supporting these politicians. Like, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter what side. I don't give a shit what a politician thinks about a fucking about a celebrity thinks about a politician. Like, you're good at movies. You're someone who's mastered the craft at one thing, and you're rich because of it.
And one side was paid, while the other side did it organically, right?
Yeah.
Like Dana White was not paid by Donald Trump to talk about him. Joe Rogan was not paid to talk about him. Theo Vaughn, Patrick Bet-David, no one was paid to talk about Donald Trump, but a lot of celebrities were paid. And I can't really blame them, right? Beyonce got $7 million to give a 20-second speech. We would take that shit too. Even if it's for Kamala. Did you see Kamala's latest speech about Doritos?
Dude, I can't even listen to that. She's like, she always sounds like she's drunk. I know we're getting political now, but
I like getting political with you. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hold on, let me see that speech. Just one Kamala speech, please, and then we'll get back to crypto.
Bad.
Kamala's speech. I honestly, Rodney,
shut up. No, you don't.
I honestly wish that she was running these peace talks with Ukraine and Russia and Israel and Gaza.
She wouldn't run a shit. The deep state would be running shit.
I think she would have done a good job. Let's hear it. This is Kamala's speech yesterday regarding Doritos and chips. And honestly, if this does not make you want to eat a big bag of Doritos, I don't know what's wrong with you.
So I was willing to give up whatever might be the tracking of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos for the sake of getting a big bag of Doritos as I watched the Oscars.
What the fuck does that mean?
And that's right, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Wait, is there more?
I think so.
Good.
And shining, you know, as we say, shining a light in moments of darkness. And knowing that light comes from within
as well as from without, and seeing that light in each other, right?
Rodney, whenever we're going to go through a dark time, I'm telling you,
I see the
the light that comes from within
and outside.
also shines without. Like, what?
So both?
I'm going through a dark time, bro.
Help me, Kamala. She's just shit can.
How crazy that 54 million people voted for her.
Well,
Maybe
I think
more
just like
or less.
And look, I don't think the election was stolen like a lot of people thought it was in 2020. Like they were faking ballots, but I do think the media, probably that too. But I think that the media, it was really censoring the other side, which is crazy, right? And obviously that's election interference, in my opinion. Whatever, just a regular guy here. But yeah, I mean, people, it's more of a vote against Trump because I bet if the media, because Trump is provocative. He's narcissistic.
Very. He just
He's an
tweeted out
asshole.
yesterday that he wants Canada to become the 51st state,
Yeah.
and that
That pisses a lot of people off, and it should.
he said,
Yeah.
and like it even pisses him off when he's trying to be nice. He's like, "But don't worry, guys, we're gonna make you the 51st state. We'll protect you guys, but you can still keep your glorious song, Go Canada. It will just be for a greater nation." Pisses people off.
Absolutely.
I would if you're a Canadian sitting there right now,
Fuck that guy.
drinking your Tim Hortons in the snow. How do you feel about Donald Trump? You hate him. You hate Trump. There's no way you like Trump.
Yeah.
No matter how bad your governor Trudeau is, you're gonna hate Trump no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
I would
Yeah,
hate him if he was doing that to my state. I would hate him.
for sure. Yeah, I think if the media did cover him a little more fairly and gave him props where he needed to be props, and I think there'd be less hate. There'd still be hatred towards him, but there'd be less hatred. You know, remember he was popular with he was popular in pop culture. So was Elon Musk, and then when it got political, now the media's against them. You know, it's
We
just
should
how it
probably
is.
not get political then, right? Because everyone loves us right now, and if we get political, they might not like us. Is this true or not true? Bitcoin at 100K. By the way, we still need to watch the show. Peaky Blinders, right? Is this Peaky Blinders? I don't know why we haven't watched the show yet. Bitcoin at 100K. Why didn't I buy more lower? No FOMO. Praying for a dip. Bitcoin dips to 80K. Phew. I'll wait for 30K. True or false? I feel like that's kind of what we see. Everyone, dude, all of my friends wanted to buy. You saw people come over to our house, buy Bitcoin at 100K.
Yeah.
Friends calling me at 100K. My phone is silent right now. No one's calling me at 80K. Why does human psychology work like that? Why do you want to buy when it's at all-time highs and you don't want to buy when you get a nice correction? Don't you believe in Bitcoin? Don't you think it's going to keep going up?
Yeah, well, we understand it, but the thing is, like when Bitcoin pumps and gets to those crazy numbers, and the market starts to run like crazy, that's when it hits peak FOMO. That's when it's all over the news. That's when it's all over YouTube and social media sites. That's when people hear about it, and so they want to get in. But when it dumps, you see like the slander, or just no one's talking about it as much. Like obviously, when the market pumps, we ramp up content, right? But when it slows down, we kind of here and there, and so people hear about it less.
True.
And that's just how it is. And that's what whales do. They control our emotions,
That's a good point. I put out a poll here on X. Rowan says, we will still like you. Just bring facts to the table.
I will. I'm
Politics.
always going to be fair. Like if Trump does some fuck shit, I'll say it. Like I'm not like better than that,
Chat, how do you vote on this? I put it out just to see the consensus on the LA Vape Cabal. LA Vape Cabal poll. Do we want them back or do we not want them back? 76% says we do not want them back. 23% says we want them back. Roddy, I got to ask you, do you want them back? Do you not want them back? Are they good for the crypto space or are they bad for the crypto space? What's your thoughts?
The thing about like anything like meme coins in general, like I know what it is. Like it's insider shit. They have the advantage. They're tearing it up. They're killing it, making money. There's some people that can make money along the way with them, but you have to understand that that's what it is. If you think they're here for the long run and like they love the space, it's not true. They're opportunists, they're traders. And I think I'm a degenerate and I like that shit, but you have to know that. So I'm neither here. I think I like it. I think they're good for this. I don't know if they're good for the space, but it's meme coin culture. It's meme culture right now.
It brings in a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
It's mass adoption at its finest. Now I have a very serious announcement, guys. This will be my last stream. Pull this up. Over the weekend, I got liquidated. Every last penny. I tried to long the market. I thought we were going to go back up. And honestly, I never thought it would come to this, but I did start in OnlyFans. I saw how much money some of these girls were making by banging 1,000 dudes in a night. And I decided.
Your OnlyFans would kill it, bro.
You think it would do good?
Yeah. I'll be your manager.
Really? You're going to take a percentage?
I know. I'll find people and take a percentage and film.
I don't want you to take a percentage, but if you would like to film.
Why would I take a percentage? I'm helping you out. I'm doing the work. I'll do the groundwork. Like, hey, dude, here, you would kill it, bro. I'm going to be a porn director one day.
Well, I could be your guy. I don't think I would like that though.
But Jake,
Anyways.
deeper strokes, Jake.
So guys,
act like you want it. Sorry.
Hey, you be coaching me. On OnlyFans, guys, at Jake Giga, make sure you give me a follow. It's only $100 a month. And
Yeah.
Kayla,
come on.
I'm a nice 6'4" Jewish boy, 29 in my prime.
Yeah.
Don't act like you wouldn't watch Kayla.
Come on, Kayla.
Come on,
You
Kayla.
be a little interested, right?
I think a lot of people.
That's
Even
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah, a lot of people. I have a decent following on X. Some people would probably be interested just to see, right?
Yeah.
Just to see the game that we got.
Yeah, come on.
But no, I've never leveraged trade. But if I do get liquidated, at least I know that there is some support out there for my OnlyFans content.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's get into this piece of news. I thought this was pretty interesting. So, I don't take this news like to heart like all the time, but I thought this was pretty interesting. So, Bank of Russia allows limited crypto purchases for investors. And it says China's allowed ownership of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, I do think that Canada should create some sort of crypto strategic reserve because I do think it'll light the fire in the United States ass. They're doing it, but obviously to find a way to buy more. Because remember, China has just as much seized Bitcoin as the United States, like slightly less. It's pretty close. But it's going to see more superpowers coming together over crypto. I think a little bit. But I mean, these are not. Watcher Group is pretty good, right? You know, they have like a little article about it. Bitcoin, I do like this page. They have some pretty good stuff too. Talked about it, but it's pretty nice to see other superpowers getting in on the crypto craze. And really, I remember back in 2021, the first reason why the market crashed was because China like banned mining or something.
Yeah, they banned Bitcoin, and then but they've done that for like every year since 2009. They banned it. I think they buy in a lot. They unban it.
Yeah,
I'm ready for a China ban again to get this markets to crash a little bit. What's that about mortgage rates?
Oh yeah, so U.S.
mortgage rates are dropping.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, U.S. mortgage rates dropped for the sixth consecutive week to the lowest level since 2024. You know what I mean? So I mean, things are starting to look better. Obviously, if inflation goes up, we have to raise interest rates, and people are gonna get fucked, right? But we'll see what these tariffs even happen because right now they're a big negotiating tactic, and I think it's looking pretty good right now. So it's gonna take some time, but okay, Jayhawk.
Jayhawk say?
I'd stuff Mel like a Build-A-Bear.
Jesus, Jayhawk. I know it's your birthday and you're drinking right now, but man,
he could do it. He could do his birthday. He can say that.
Shout out to Mel though.
Mel's a saint.
Well, remember the markets were pumping like Mel. We need to get you down here. We need you to host our stream. We need to get Mel on the stream.
Yeah, get Mel on. We need Mel out here, bro.
We need to get Mel in here.
Spike.
The views would
go crazy.
Probably go up a little bit. I think it would be good. We need a lot of it. We need to entertain that.
She'd like a sick intro.
Yeah, we need.
Hi guys, welcome to the crypto. Welcome to Locked In with the Boys. I'm Mel. Make sure to like, repost, all the good stuff. I'll see you in the stream.
Ooh, bullish.
Yeah.
Am I wrong about this or right? I want to know what the chat thinks too, guys. I want every single one who's in the chat to comment on this. Say yes or no. Say you're right or you're not. I said I still think we have one more parabolic run up the cycle. No way it's over, in my opinion. Holding strong and buying the dips. Let's see if I'm right. Do we have one more run up this cycle? What does the chat think? Yes or no? Rodney, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have definitely a big run up. I think that I think the market. People think it's done, and we just have short-term memories, dude. There's so much despair in the market, but we got to pay attention to what's going on economically. And I think that things are finally starting to. Like we had some great news today with the inflation number, and then
great news,
mortgage numbers, and cutting government spending and those sorts of things. So I think it's going to be good.
And we're kind of bouncing right now for Bitcoin. Right now we're at 81.5. I mean, we ran up to 84 after the news happened.
Yeah, look at the 1 day though. We're just bouncing like a bitch.
But looking at the week, right? I mean, we were down to $77,000 Bitcoin, back up to 84, which is a nice little bounce, back down to 81. Not really sure where the market's going to be going on the month, Ronnie. February, we're still at $97,000 Bitcoin. And February is historically super bullish for crypto.
Yeah. I mean, March is more bullish, right? So.
Yeah, but I mean, we're going to have a great March just because of how bad February was, right? So to start March, let's see the end of February. We were at a $80,000 Bitcoin. So kind of where we're at today, but it's hard to imagine us going that much lower. I still think the March is going to be bullish. Bitcoin's still up 19% on the year. Not too bad. $71,000. A lot of people are easy to forget. But this year's already kind of flying by. So we ranged for a while from, what was it from? From pretty much March of 2024 until November, we ranged, and then we had our first leg up. And I don't know how long we're going to range here, but I still think that there is one more leg up. What's the chat thinking?
Yeah, and I think P said resounding yes, and I agree.
He says resounding yes. Yes, the market hasn't even took off for alts. Jake is right for a change. Thank you, Bobby. I don't know why you hate me so much. You've been roasting me all day. Thank you. At least he agrees with me here. Yes, the market hasn't even took off for alts. Jake, can you please comment on Lofi? Yeah, we like Lofi on this channel.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I mean, all meme coins are down. We were looking at the Dex tools earlier today for all the meme coins that we hold, and all meme coins are down. I mean, and they're not just down, Rodney. They're
down,
slaughtered. Yeah, slaughtered. So I haven't even looked at Lofi. Let's pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie.
Yeah, it's not gonna not. If it's a brand new meme coin, it has a chance to pump, but Lofi's going to move with the market right now, especially with Sui.
Yeah, it's at 18 million on the market cap. I mean, they're still building, right?
Yeah.
Dev's still building, team's still building, community's still strong. Sui, we're still bullish on Sui. Is it still the number one meme coin on Sui?
No. I don't think so, no.
What is Blub?
I think so, yeah. I'll find it right now.
18 million. I mean, dude, Lofi had a fucking impressive first month. This thing went from 0 to $250 million market cap overnight. And this is what pretty much
it's suiting, but it's close.
Hippo.
I mean,
there was a couple over 100 million.
Yeah, they're kind of mogging. Damn, Axel's still top, one of the top meme coins. It's still looking good, man.
Let me see if I can pull up your screen. There you go.
Axel,
Let's
2
see
mil.
it. What's Axel at?
2 mil.
2 mil?
Yep.
Wow.
But low fee, and with pretty good volume too. MemeFi, better volume, and we have Sweden.
We're praying for a sweet meme coin recovery, guys,
Yeah.
as much as everybody else. We're still holding our sweet meme coins. Hopefully we get a recovery here, but I mean, every meme coin is down. I put out a tweet last night saying that I haven't even looked at my meme coin holdings because I'd probably be depressed and panic sell, but I'm guessing it's doing bad. I looked today at the market caps. I'm not looking at my wallets. And at this point, Roddy, all we can really do is hold, For top meme coins, all you can really do is hold at this point.
Yeah, hold and double down DCA,
Doesn't make sense to sell at these ranges for me, especially when I think the market's going to come back. I don't think all meme coins are going to come back, but I think a lot will. But I feel like the vibe has shifted in the crypto space. Everyone's more focused on the daily runner rather than buying meme coins that they think are going to do well, right? It's like really shifted to like, how do I find the daily runner? How do I turn $10,000 into $20,000? How do I sell as quickly as possible? 2021, it was all about, hey, here's Shiba Inu. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to hold to the peak of the bull run.
Yeah.
Those days are kind of gone.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's all about like quick flips, and that's fine. There's a space for that. I would say that after the last like 4 trades I was in for quick flips, I did not quick flip them. I held them and I got wrecked every time. So, hey, profit's profit. I think that's the way you win right now. But I think definitely doubling down on some top meme coins and maybe like the top 5, just like stick to that. Right now would be great. Dollar cost average, because when the market rips, they're going to rip at a way faster pace, And some, like Captain B&B for example, I think that like top meme coins on other chains that are kind of slept on that could just absolutely rip at any point. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We have some fighting news. Ready? Jalen, the Tarantula Turner,
Retired.
has officially retired. Thank you for all the love and support. I started training MMA
pivot.
at 18 in 2013. I started training in my backyard, a SoCal, LA-born Imperial Empire raised kid with no path and a big dream. Notice I got the IE correct. Got opened the door to MMA when I didn't know where else to go. I gave myself 4 years to fight in a big promotion, and I did then the 5th year. I got to the UFC in 2018.
Yeah.
Made it to the top 10 in the toughest division. I made it in a video game. Looking back, it doesn't feel real. I love you all. I'm sorry I lost my focus of fire earlier than ever expected. 29 years young. Time is on my good side. I wish I could reply to everyone's messages. Just know the positivity has helped me more than you all know.
He'll be back in the year.
I appreciate it all. Things can change. We'll see what the future holds.
He made his debut, a kind of short notice debut on the McGregor Khabib card, and he fought what's his fucking face? Knocking out. He knocks out everybody. He was fighting Vicente Luque, and he got knocked out. He cracked Vicente Luque with like a nice spinning
Jalen
elbow.
got knocked out?
Yeah. First fight in the UFC against Vicente Luque at the time was like killing everybody. So like he's had some really tough wins, tough losses too, like against Renato Moicano. He knocked him down into the walk-off. He was beating Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker beat him.
Yeah.
Like he's so good. I think he should move up and weight. And I don't know why he should.
I want to hear Coach's thoughts. Coach, retiring at 29, in your prime, right?
Yeah, it's a bit early, but everyone's got a different reason why they would retire and stuff like that. And if he doesn't feel like he has it, then
That was a huge pivot and straight to MMA.
I had to pivot. Yeah. Well, I think there's not that much crypto news.
No, there really isn't. Yeah.
I mean,
this is pretty cool, though. XRP ETF news.
What's that?
So check this out. So we got to get SEC's approval, but look how many people are filing for, XRP ETF.
Spin so I can see that.
Yeah, we have Bitwise, and I'm gonna knock
No way.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock a video. This is a good video.
This is a good video.
Bitwise, Canary Capital, 21 shares, Wisdom Trees, Pro Shares, Coin Shares, Grayscale, Volatility Shares, Franklin Templeton, and obviously Franklin Templeton's the newest one. So you see like all these different entities like filing XRP ETF. So it's pretty big deal.
Yep. We also have a new tweet here from Watcher Guru regarding inflation. So President Trump says latest inflation numbers are very good news.
Yeah, that means we can cut interest rates, and if we cut interest rates, that'll make the economy go.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a slow grind. I think a lot of us, myself included, expected that when Trump got into office, everything was going to be perfect, the economy is going to boom, but we didn't really expect him to do these tariff and trade wars, as actively as he was. We didn't really expect.
Yeah, we
did, but we didn't understand what it was going to look like, right? I personally did. I knew because he did it in 2017.
Yeah,
but I wasn't really in politics, and I wasn't, we weren't talking about politics.
No, yeah.
Although I wouldn't really say I'm in politics now, but we didn't expect him to have Doge and the outcry, of Elon Musk saving money. How crazy is it? Elon Musk is saving hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars for the American people, and people are upset about that. Why?
Yeah.
You know, I was walking the other day.
Because they're exposing people.
I was walking yesterday, and some guy had a shirt on that said "U.S. aid saves lives."
Yeah, well, he's stupid. I mean, the thing, part of that, it's like, well, I mean, not all the USAID's bad, right? But you know, a lot of it's masqueraded as it's just like a slush fund. It's money laundering. It's just a way to pay people with these weird ass fucking names. You know, it's a way to pay them without actually paying people and having the government pay like NGOs and stuff, and people receive that money.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously blatant corruption, and the reason why, because the Democrats are always like this. They're always like masquerading these weird not totalitarian, but these weird things with like, oh, it's to help people, like Black Lives Matter. It's like, yeah, well, we found out those motherfuckers were scammed, like shit like that. Like, it's always some shady shit going on underneath the surface.
Sounds good at the time.
Of course it sounds good.
Someone asked if McDonald's is hiring. I did have to troll the internet. My mom's friend reached out to her and said, she's like, Jake's really working at McDonald's? And my mom was like, yeah, he's moving back in with me and working at McDonald's. But if anyone, Alex, if you're still on, if anyone needs a job, let me know, because we are hiring. We're looking to hire crypto degens who are quote unquote good at clicking buttons. I heard there's a lot of you little boys out there for the cash register. A lot of buttons to be clicked at McDonald's. So if anyone is looking for a job, let me know, guys. My first day was last night. It went great. Rodney came in. He got a double quarter pounder,
Kind of yell
big
at him,
fry.
though. 40 piece nuggie.
And who let you take a little Coke in the water cup? I didn't yell at you.
I don't do that.
I didn't yell
It's
at you.
stealing, Jake.
It's not stealing.
It's stealing.
You can't steal liquids that are not alcohol.
Yes, you can.
Historically.
Yes, you can.
They
We
don't
went
get
through
that.
this yesterday. We
Yeah,
already
we
proved
did.
it. You
We
said
did.
only one small cup that counts as not theft.
That's fine.
1 8-ounce cup.
1 8-ounce cup.
Okay. Anything 9 ounces?
You know how much money McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell make?
It's
A little Baja Blast.
Okay, but that's
in this
some
size
guy who
cup?
started small.
Right
That's some
there?
guy who started small. Just because he's rich doesn't mean he can't get all his money.
True.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know. I think the chat agree with me though. Some people said stealing is stealing.
I mean, it's like you know, you see like a mom, you know, mother or two, like, single mother stealing on Christmas some toys for her kids. You want to
That's wrong.
Throw her in jail.
Throw her in jail.
Why?
You didn't throw her in jail?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. She went to jail on Christmas Eve.
If you, yeah, really? I mean,
yeah, I felt bad.
I get it. Times are hard. You guys are trolls. I love it. We like to just have fun.
But what I'm saying is like, it's still theft. But I'm saying like on the surface level.
I don't know why. I think there's a difference between toys, a nice toy or a PS5, and a little Baja Blast from Taco Bell after you order $20 of
It's
food.
theft.
Still?
What about a guy who comes in and steals a loaf of bread?
Can't steal bread.
Because
Do
it's not liquid.
not steal bread. It's not liquid.
What if he put it in the blender with water and made it liquid?
Already do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what if he did?
Then it's fine. Is it 8 ounces? If it's under
8 ounces.
if it's under 8 ounces and you want to bread it up and
So what
put
if
it in a blender,
one guy steals 1 cup of 8-ounce soda every day for 365 days?
it's fine. Is he buying food every day?
Nope, just stealing soda.
Oh yeah, you have to buy food.
Oh, you have to buy food.
Yeah, you have to buy food.
Okay, so I can go to the store, buy a bunch, still
$10 minimum.
Still,
When I become mayor, you are able to. I would probably make water cup.
it would turn into a shithole here.
Yeah, I would make water cups free.
Maybe you'd have cops out there with fucking like scales to like weigh out the milliliter.
It's like 8.1 jail,
Jail, yeah.
prison. You got to buy
You're
$10.
sweating. Yeah.
That'd be gigs.
Gigs, yeah. I remember California because I used to work loss prevention, and back in the day, like if you went into any store with the intent to steal, regardless of the dollar amount, it counted as burglary. You go to jail, which I think is retarded. There's so many kids and parents locked up for like saying, "Yeah, I planned this at home." But if you come in and like it's weird, intent's such a big deal. If you come in and decide to steal when you're in the store, there's no intent, so you get a ticket, petty theft.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're ever going to steal, just plan it in the store.
Well, at least don't tell the cops that you planned it at home. I remember
Really?
one guy stole the PSP, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about it for weeks." The cop's like, "Sweet." He's like, "Hey, tell me about what happened." The kid's like trying to be nice. Like, "I was just planning it for weeks, and I didn't want it, but I really wanted one, so I came in and I took it." "All right, okay, sorry." Felony.
Wow. Felony?
Yeah, it's felony.
Oh, wow. And if you just said, "Oh, I just saw it right now in the store and I wanted to steal it."
Ticket.
Is there a dollar amount? Like you can't steal like $10,000 worth of stuff?
All stealing is illegal, but each store has their own set of like regulations and rules you follow to make an apprehension.
You could just move to California and steal whatever you want.
Well, that's why I used to work in California. So they passed a thing called like Prop 16 back in 2015, 16-ish. And it made it so if it's under $1,000, doesn't matter what it is, and you're not like a crazy repeat offender, which a lot of people are repeat offenders, you don't go to jail, you get a ticket.
Wow.
But then obviously that opens up the floodgates and everyone steals. And they game the system.
Yep. San Francisco, there was a store right by my house. They had every item ticketed at $1,000, $999.
You get a
So
discount when you pay for it at the register.
you get a discount. Yeah. And I thought that was genius. I like that guy, but he was just like a hardworking guy from, I think, Iran. And he was like, fuck this. Because in San Francisco, bro, crime was so bad.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
bad.
It was.
So,
Yeah. No, it's bad.
so water cups are good.
No, water cups are bad.
Okay, water cups are bad. We just hit 7,000 people, guys. Welcome to the show. If you are just joining us, Rodney, we do have this show on Spotify. We do have it on Apple Podcasts. I think we're on Rumble. Shout out to Rumble. Just bought a lot of Bitcoin, 118 Bitcoin. What are your thoughts on crypto long term? Long term. Pull up this chart. We were looking at the stock chart earlier this morning.
Look at that. Look how good that chart is, dude. That is crazy good.
I mean, it's the best.
People
investment.
are tripping.
It's the best investment.
When you just zoom out and you look at it, come on.
What's crazy is I heard about crypto here.
Let me see where.
Like $100.
Dude, me too.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, I heard about crypto in like 2011 when people were playing RuneScape and shit.
What was the price? 2016. That's when I was like,
bro, fuck.
How did I fuck that up? Under $1,000. I was like looking for like, this was like when I first saw in the Wall Street Journal, and it was just like, Bitcoin is for scammers. And I was like, oh, I should. Back then, you trusted the Wall Street Journal. You're like, oh, I should probably stay away. It was under $1,000. Everyone has that Bitcoin story.
Media scammed us.
Ah, man. Look at this chart, though.
Yeah, it's great. It's
just, I think it's just going to always continue to go up and to the right forever.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, well, at least Bitcoin. I think a lot of other like top altcoins and layer ones are similar, like early, internet companies, and they're just going to go away.
Isn't it weird how you have that regret of like, and there's so many people that are, dude, there's so many people I know that are not getting into crypto today because they saw it back here. They're like, I saw it back in 2013, 2016, 2018. I should have got in. I'm like, you still can, like there's no time like the present, especially today. So many people that bought in at 100K and 108K, like there's no time like the present. Look at this increase. What even is this number? Let's see.
All time.
132 million %.
Fuck.
100. So if you put in $1,000 on day one, it'd be worth $132 million.
Fuck.
I think.
Can we go back in time?
Is that how the math
I go back in
works?
time, 2010. I was 20.
Math ain't mathing.
Old, huh?
You were 20?
Yeah, 2020.
I was I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
What, 15, 16? I think I was 15. You're 5 years older than me. Yeah, I was 15. But anyways, yeah, you always have that story. But I think me and Rodney are going to be streaming when we're like 90.
For sure. Dude, I want to
95.
be talking about crypto forever.
And we're going to be like, yeah, we did get in. We're going to be talking about an $81,000 Bitcoin. And we're going to be like, the people are going to be, what? It's going to be $8 million, $10, $81 million per Bitcoin. They're like, you saw it at $81,000? Yep. We were early. We took that chance.
But this is on like a topic for what we were talking about. So this is a video of some people shoplifting. And this happens all the time, bro.
Can't shoplift at Lulu. There's like a lot of employees there.
What are they going to do? They can't touch you.
They can't touch you?
No, they can't touch you. It's against their company rules.
Lulu or everyone?
Most places. Lulu, big box stores have like rules against this, but like companies like Lulu don't, because they don't have like a dedicated like loss prevention team. Like Target does, Walmart does. Maybe Lulu has people roaming around, but they don't have someone in each and every store. You know what I mean? So this is the kind of situation where, dude, this happened to me in Macy's. People coming in still holding up designer purses, fragrances, everything. Yeah, she's got to be black too. See, fucking this up.
She stole all.
But let me tell you something. It's like that,
bro. That's like, I mean, she can't even carry it. That's like $1,000. That's like $5,000 worth of Lulu. That's a lot of Lulu. Yeah. It's like $100 per pants.
Yeah, she's gonna go sell it at like a secondary market. Got a getaway car.
It?
Yeah,
fine.
All the time. Yeah, I just snatch people like that all the time, bro.
Can you touch them?
At Target, you can.
You can like grab them.
There's certain rules you have to follow, but no one follows those fucking rules.
Can you take them down?
No, but I did all the time. I straight just double leg people right from the go.
That'd be a bad day if Roddy fucking tackles you for stealing.
One person's ever gotten away from me.
Did they?
Fluke, yeah.
How'd they get away?
Okay, so I was working at it was in Grossmont at Target in San Diego, and there's an exit that goes into the mall. It's right by the fragrances, and then some guy, I was on the computer just because lots of French is like 90% chilling, 10% action. I was just chilling on the camera. I saw some guy come in. I can already tell when people come in and they're gonna steal. I'm good at that. Comes in, starts loading up fragrances to his backpack. So I run to the outside. It's raining outside. Remember this, and there's brick and it's slippery. And it's kind of embarrassing too, bro. And I had my glasses on that day, which I don't really wear my glasses to work, but I wore them that day. And the guy comes out, my other coworker, who later got fired for stealing, which is crazy. He was one of my security guards. He was one undercover and I had like 5 security guards that work with me. He was catching up, and the guy comes out, and I go to grab him. I don't even. I slip and fall to my knees, and like his stomach hits my face, and my glasses fly off. And then he just gets away with the fragrances.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He probably felt so.
But
good.
I've been in fights. I've had guns pulled out of me. I had knives swung at my neck level. Yeah, crazy. Throwing down with people, all kind of.
That's crazy because like they'll go to jail for life if that knife lands.
But a lot of people that steal like have warrants and shit. They don't want to get caught. You know, It's crazy.
That is fucking wild. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's the show,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. I guess the good news is that CPI data came in lower than expected at 2.8%. Some good news with Russia and China.
Yeah.
Trade wars. We got Mark Carney and Donald Trump potentially meeting.
Love it.
I don't think Canada ever came to the White House, did they? Like Trump had about a 2-week period where so many different prime ministers came to the White House and presidents. Macron came, Netanyahu, Keir Starmer.
Ireland's there today.
Ireland's there.
Guess he wore a suit too.
And
Fucking
yep, Ukraine came as well. Canada did not come. And it sounds like Canada's coming.
Don't come. Don't come.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Number one show will be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you all then. Have a good day, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.